Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams. Thanks for stopping by the Scrapbook Expo blog and YouTube channel today. Now that the hustle and bustle of the holiday season is almost over, we're through Christmas and just have New Year's right around the corner. I'm sure that a lot of you are like me and you've got quite a few holiday photos to scrapbook. Scrapbooking Christmas isn't something that's easy for me. I don't know why. I really struggle with scrapbooking holiday photos. But one photo that I almost always get into my albums without too much of a struggle is our family Christmas photo. And usually it's the photo that I use on our Christmas card. But this year things were a little bit different and I didn't get a nice family photo taken in time to send out Christmas cards. So I used another photo for our Christmas cards from a recent vacation that we took to Mount Rushmore. So I used that for our Christmas card, and then I have just this other separate Christmas photo. I still wanted to get a nice photo of us with the snowy background, kind of as our family Christmas photo. And this is also the photo that I gave to the kids' grandparents for Christmas. I dove into my stash to find products to work with for this layout. So a lot of what I'm using is from October Afternoon. And honestly, I'm not sure. I don't think that they are in business anymore. I don't know for sure, but these are some older products from a couple of their holiday collections. So this is the photo that I'll be scrapbooking today. Obviously, our family photo taken. It was so cold the day we took this photo, well below zero. Anyway, it was freezing. We got 2 quick photos and that was it. So this picture isn't perfect, but I really like the snowy background and that we are all in our nice clothes. So this is the photo I'm going to be using today, and here are a few of the bits and pieces that I've pulled. This is just from a 6x8 paper pad. I've cut this down. It's just a really nice wood grain and some Christmas candles on the back. I've pre-printed my journaling on a piece of patterned paper that I just ran through my printer. I've also done some stitching, you'll notice, ahead of time around a few of the elements that I'm going to use on this page. I really want to make the photo stand out and be the focal point of this layout. And so I cut this dark wood grain just slightly bigger than our photo as a mat, and that dark paper is going to draw your eye right to the photo. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. I'm going to use my T-square ruler to make sure that I'm adhering these straight, because I'm going to kind of base most of my layout off of just these 2 pieces, and if I get those crooked, then I'm kind of sunk. So I'm just eyeballing. I'm not too worried about the distance, you know, from the edges and things like that. I just want to make sure that I have these 2 straight and as close to the middle as I can get them. I'm terrible. That's, I guess, one little secret you guys should know about me, and you can ask my husband and he'll tell you that this is true. I'm terrible with measuring. I really am not good at measuring at all. I don't know for sure why, so I rarely measure anything because it just doesn't work out. But I love this T-squared ruler because I can get something positioned straight on my page without having to measure. Okay, and then I want this wood grain paper to go right here in the center of this pink pattern, and I'm just using the kind of the pattern on the background to line this up. And then I'm going to adhere my photo right in the center of that. And then to bring a little bit of this, I wanted to add a little bit more of this darker paper to keep the focus here on the center of the page. And so I just cut a couple of 1/4 inch strips that I'm going to adhere just along the sides here. And then I cut these, I believe this is a 4-inch square that I cut in half lengthwise, or I guess kind of kitty corner. And then I did stitch around these as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and slide these right under the pattern papers that I've already adhered here in the center. So this is the base of the layout. And now I'm going to start with a little bit of embellishing and adding my title. The biggest embellishments that I want to use on this layout are these huge glittery snowflakes, and these are from an older collection as well. These are from Pebbles. So I'm thinking that I want a snowflake in each corner, kind of over these green squares here. So if I have these, you know, in each corner, then I want to use them throughout the center of the layout as well. So I'm using these snowflakes, but I'm tucking them behind the photo. And because I really like these and I want to save some of them, I'm just going to cut it in half here. And I'm going to leave this one whole just simply because if I cut it, most of it would be unusable anyway. So I'll just leave this one whole and tuck it under the photo. Okay, so now that I have my snowflakes in place, I'm gonna go ahead and add my title. And my title is not super original, but I'm just using the title Christmas 2016. These are chipboard stickers, letter stickers from October Afternoon. And I'm going to tuck this label sticker here, just right under here, so that only a little bit of it is visible. I want just enough room to put my date right there. So I'm going to go ahead. These letters do have adhesive on them already, but I just like to add a little bit of extra adhesive to chipboard elements because I hate to find them just hanging out on the bottom of my page protectors a little ways down the road. So I just always add a little bit of extra adhesive or run them through my sewing machine. Okay, now that I have my title in place and my snowflakes in place, I wanted to do just a little bit more embellishing. And I've pulled a few bits and pieces here from some, I don't even know for sure what collections they're for October Afternoon. And I'm just going to kind of play with the placement. I really like this camera, chipboard camera, and it also says holiday on it. So I thought that it would be a really good fit for this layout. And then I have just a few bits and pieces to do a little bit of layering here above the photo and on the bottom right corner of the photo. So I'm just adding a few pieces. As I mentioned earlier, I do like to add some extra adhesive to my chipboard pieces. You can see here that I don't really want this camera glued to my photo, so I'm just leaving the backing right there on the chipboard, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere just this side to to my project. And that's totally optional, just a personal preference. That's just how I like to adhere my elements that do overlap the page. And I also did the same thing with this little tab up here. I wanted to add this fun pink Merry Christmas banner shape. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put that right here on the lens of the camera, just to add a little bit more pink and another little layer. I love this cute pink snowflake circle. So I'm going to go ahead and add that right over here. And then I really like this arrow piece that just says Christmas Memories, because I know that my kids will always remember taking this picture because they thought that their mom had lost her mind because it was so cold. And I really, really don't like the cold weather, and I still made us all brave the cold weather to get this picture. So I thought that that little tab was fitting. And the last thing that I have to do on this layout is just to add the date. And I just have a basic date stamp here. This is one from American Crafts and Amy Tangerine. I'm just going to use a black ink pad and make sure that it's the right date and I have it positioned in the right way so I can add that in. I'm just going to add that right there under the photo. And with that, I'm going to call this one finished. So thank you for stopping by today. I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas and will have an even happier new year. And hopefully this inspired you to get some of your Christmas photos into your albums. Thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon.